Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the Melisa Michelle palette that she collabed with Ulta to create. I was looking to see what new products had come out and I saw that this palette was one of the new products. I will link her channel down below just in case you guys don't know who she is and are curious and would like to check her out as well. Like I said, I just wanted to do a review on this palette. I believe I paid $20 for it. This is her, that is her YouTube channel right there, Love Melisa Michelle. And the palette is pretty thick. It's just cardboard. I have opened it just to look at it, but as far as like playing with it, I saved that. My first thought when I got the palette is that I thought that it was a little bit smaller than I expected. Really, it's not that big of a deal. It's not tiny, as you can see. But the cool thing about it is that you pretty much have everything here that you would need for your face. Mine was a little bit messy. I mean, you can kind of see, but it's really not that big of a deal. I'm just being a brat. So here's what the palette looks like. It comes with a highlight, a bronzer, which I'm a little concerned about because it looks pretty dark, but we're gonna give it a try today. It also comes with 9 eyeshadow colors. And then here is where the lipstick is, which fell out a minute ago. It is just a matte liquid lipstick. I did test out the liquid lip and I don't want to be ugly. So I really hope the rest of this palette works out, but I'm not a fan. Here it is. I mean, it's definitely a very pretty color, but it's very sticky on the lips and that I did not like. I have already completed most of my face makeup, so we're gonna play around with the eyeshadows. We're gonna test out the highlight and then also the bronzer, and then I will put lipstick as well for you guys to see. The one neat thing about the palette I will say is that it definitely seems very travel friendly because of it is smaller in size. Like I said, it is a little bit thick, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But I do like that you pretty much have everything that you need in this palette. You have a lot of your matte shades, and then you've also got some shimmers up top, and you know, it's mostly neutral colors, so that's really nice. It does also come with a pretty good sized mirror up top, as you can see. We are going to dig into this palette and see if it is worth it. And I did forget to mention this palette, I believe I paid $20 for online at Ulta. So for the first shade, I'm going to dip into Tobo right here, which is this like a grayish color, and I'm gonna use that to put in my crease. Is it showing up? Okay, well, it's just a transition shade, so we're not gonna panic yet. I feel like you can build this shade up, but I feel like you have to just keep dipping into this shade to really build it up to get it anywhere. I'm going to go into the color right next to it, which is Rosemary, which is this little bit darker tan shade. That's a pretty color. I like it. The next shade that I'm going to dip into is this middle shade right here. It's like a deep brownish red color, and it is called Bing Bing, and I'm going to bring it right below that first shade. I mean that second shade, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Now this is my kind of color for sure. Yes. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna take this darkest shade right here on the corner in the middle, and it is called Harley. And I'm gonna use that to go right here on the outer corner to deepen that up. I don't feel like there's as much pigment in this dark shade as there was in that reddish shade. I mean, it's definitely buildable, so that's nice. But I just don't really feel, like I said, like there's as much pigment there. But again, it is buildable, so I feel like this color is very hard to blend out. I don't like that. Do you see how patchy it is right there? Ugh, that's bothering me. Right there. I can't fix it. Okay, I'm going to dip down in that super, ooh. So here is that glitter shade. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Negative. Bad idea. I'm sorry, no. Mm-mm. I don't like this at all. I don't like the way that this lays on the eyelid. I'm gonna go in with the shade Cades. This is what the swatch looks like. This one definitely looks a lot better. It's not as textured and chunky as the other one was. I definitely feel like the glitter blends out very well, especially compared to that darker shade. The glitter is very creamy, very pigmented, and it blends out really nicely. And the nice thing about that second glitter that I used is there's not really any fallout with it, so that's nice. See if I can clean that up a little bit. Okay, we are gonna move on to the bronzer. First, I'm gonna swatch it. Wait, is this a blush? This is a blush. Oh my God. Wow, okay, so this entire time I was looking at this thinking, you know, that's like a pretty red bronzer. That's not gonna look good on the skin. Good thing that I read the back because that's blush. Okay, so we're going to apply some real bronzer. Then we're gonna go back and clean up under that bronzer. Here is the blush. It's not bad. Let me see if I can blend that out. Okay, yeah, that's better. Definitely blends out really well. So that's definitely a plus. Let's try out the highlight. Yeah, the highlight's pretty, not bad. And then for my brow highlight and my inner corner highlight, I think I'm gonna go in with Lola right here, this eyeshadow. Wow. Do you see that? Can you guys see that? Oh, look at that. That is so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my lashes, then I will be back. Okay, so my mascara is on. We're gonna go for the lipstick, which obviously you guys kind of already know how I feel about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys anyways. So here's what the lipstick looks like put on. Again, I do think that it is a very pretty color. The only thing I don't like is how sticky that it is. It's just... So my overall thoughts on the palette itself is... I don't want to be a negative Nancy. I really, really don't. Just because I know that she worked so hard on this palette, and I think that... I don't think that it's her fault that the palette isn't exactly my favorite. I think with Ulta beauty brand products, I think that it's kind of hit or miss with them. And with this palette, I think that there's some things in here that are really, really great. And I think that there are other things in here that aren't really that great. Again, I know that she worked so hard on this palette, so I hate to not give the greatest review on it, but I also at the same time want to be honest with you guys. So I will say that this palette overall isn't a terrible palette. I think that the eyeshadows, I think some of them are really great, and I think that some of them don't really have a whole lot of pigmentation to them. This one is kind of difficult to work with just because of it is so chunky and it's so thick that it's extremely cakey and it's just very difficult to work with. This shade right here in the middle, Bing Bing, I think is absolutely beautiful. I think that it blends out really nicely. It's buildable, and I think that overall it is a really, really great color. The next one right next to it, Harley, I don't think that that one is very great. I felt like it was very difficult to blend out. I felt like it didn't have a lot of pigmentation. I feel like I had to just keep digging my brush back into this palette in order to get any color on the eye. And again, it was just so difficult to blend out, and I just wasn't real crazy about that. The blush, I first off wasn't really crazy about it. Well, because I thought it was a bronzer, but I was actually pleasantly surprised. It blends out beautifully, and I really do think that this blush is actually pretty nice. The highlighter, if you are looking for something that's a little bit more on the natural side, I think that this highlight is absolutely beautiful. I will definitely continue to use that highlight just because it is a nice, light, glowy highlight. And like I said, I mean, it's not too over the top. I mean, obviously I like to be a little over the top here, but that's okay. So overall, I don't think that it is a bad palette for being $19.99. There are a couple things in here, like I said, that I don't like, but definitely pros and cons in the palette, but I think that that's going to be the same for any product really in general. So that completes this video for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. If there is anything that you would like to see from me, please let me know. I am up for anything. And I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye. You guys are the type of person that as soon as, really? So I'm going to stop my rambling right now, and we are, can you please tell me how we got here? I was just gonna do something very simple, and then now here I am with the full-on freaking smoky eye. Yeah. See that? Looks like I just smeared shit on my hand.